to a kill.
No,
like their switch on the druid, not gonna, was awful. I mean, he was in he was in bear form. Sorry,
he was just so
no
far
damage.
away, and his mage wasn't coordinating at that point.
But that's the thing about Warrior Warlock Druid against RMP is that you can move your whole team like quite freely, if you will, like from CC and control. And then, as an RMP team chasing, it's ridiculously hard if the other team is doing it well.
Yeah,
so,
especially with the Warrior being able to spam.
Exactly, and also you've still got Curse as well.
Yep.
So, I mean, absolutely hard. But anyway, so the last hots and shields are thrown across the top. This is triple threat, winning at the moment 2-0. And along the bottom is going to be Pure Cartoons, and they were devastated after their loss, or seemed to be. But at the moment, it looks like they could be getting their second, and it comes again, once again, through Rain of Fire, is the Shadow Step Sap, straight onto the pet then. Pet going down to 20%, and you can see it's getting healed now. Goes up to, goes down to 9.
Yeah, that was an excellent fear by the priest. A really long fear, Druid choosing not to trinket it and actually ate a couple mana burns. Improved counterspell after. They got to get back onto this pet.
And the pet actually got healed to 100%.
Yeah.
As it was, about 84, but completely up now, so following Zibit.
Yeah, and actually Dessus is taking damage right now. No, actually looks like they are going to go on Zibits. A lot of damage with what kind
he's got Rejuve and Life Balloon on him, but his Bark Skin up it as well. And they try and switch on him, but he's going to be able to escape. But there comes a kidney shot from quite a range, and kind of a late trinket to get away, but still down quite low. And the whole team is going to be piercing hard and slowed. And actually, I see a couple of them are hamstrung, but also they seem to be killing the elemental pet as well. It's going to drop in a second as a 9%. So back onto Dezes then. An unsuccessful attack on Zibit in a way that you didn't get a kill, but actually they forced him to use his trinket, and Desis is the one that has been a target so far for the team of Henkel, kind of countering quite well, especially with the hamstring.
They blinded the Warrior, and actually looks like they might be going on him right now, trying to capitalize on him being out of position right now, and Wessel, smart Warrior, decides to not stay on top of that bridge and deal with the enemy team. Now, right now, what we're going to see is Shivan having to ice block and wanting to do a lot of damage.
But one thing I noticed, Phenomenon playing with his mana so much more efficiently at the moment. I mean, Shivan obviously taking damage, so he's going to have Ice Block available to him, but Phenom playing a lot better with his mana this time round. And you can actually see, once again, Zibit is completely drained of all, buffs. So if they do need to get that Innovate off, they can. So following Dezes then goes on to Zibit. He's in bear form as he switches, and a nicely timed intercept would have told his Druid to switch at the same time, and does exactly that. But actually gets on him in caster form.
And a kidney in caster form. He is having the pet helping out in damage right now, and wow, able to get away a bit. That was a good fear, except now we do have a trinket right after. Trinket must have been back up. A lot of damage right now. Shadow Word Death, and the Druid is so low and ends up going down.
And that was fantastic play from Shivan. He knew that he could still capitalize on the situation, and Dezes got on him as well, and playing really, really fantastically there as a team. I mean, the triple threat coordinated to get that Druid away quite well, and you thought when you had him in caster form and your voice raised in that kidney shot that it was trouble then, but it almost seemed that he got away.
Yeah, he did have Bark Skin up, and then once that stun faded, he was able to travel form and get a couple steps off, but the Priest Phenomenon was down there making sure to do a lot of extra damage with his Mind Blast and Shadow Word Deaths.
So there we go then, 2-2 on the score. Around goes back the way of Pure Cartoons, and a really, really good match.